We here at the Game and Saloon Rift Tracks always support any and all that are involved in the creation and distribution of any show we feature, and will encourage any of those watching to support the official release. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you pre-recorded from our internet couch. This is the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks for April 2nd, 2016. We're your host, Peacemaker2448.
And wrap it up, Salon.
It'll be the day after April Fool's Day for this shit. Oh, goody.
What kind of fun will ensue from there?
Well, I gotta drive for 2 hours, so I won't be on the internet for some of that. So I get to stay out of it for at least a little bit. I'm sure I'll see something tomorrow that make me go, God damn it, no! Don't make me happy with your fucking shenanigans. Well, we got F-Zero this week. The F-Zero anime. Most of you are probably wondering, wait, there was an F-Zero anime? Yes, there was. We got a dub of it for like 10 episodes before it was canceled. But this got like 49 episodes in Japan. 51 episodes, my bad.
Yeah.
51 episodes of an F-Zero anime.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the most F-Zero plot you will ever get ever.
Ever.
Yeah. But before we get to that, do you want to talk about the ghost scans first, and then talk about what we've been watching?
Sure.
Alright. Ghost scans wise, we got another look at the Heisei armor. That's totally not a repaint of Grateful with two added pictures. And we gotta look at the Ichigo Rider form, which is literally just a hood and a scarf. At least they're getting some use out of transient form with that.
Oh. Remember we were talking about that form kind of looking like Grateful?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, when I was watching this week's episode of Ghost, you know that whole comparison of their swords?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently this is just the year of, we're gonna reuse the same thing.
To be fair, it's just the shape that's the same. It's not the exact same mold.
The only difference is the Sentai one is blockier. That's the only difference when they held them side by side. You could completely hollow out the same spot and make it work.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway.
Hand me down your...
We gotta save on the budget, because we're not blowing the budget on Gaim, even though the Gaim novel went, oh, you know that fucking... that melon Jimba form you guys want so much? Oh yeah, we're gonna put it in the novel, and Takatora will be using it. Oh, by the way, Michi also gets his own Jimba form with Dragon Fruit's energy, because he still has Sengoku's second energy lock seed from the movie. I love it. Yeah, also, Bakoto's coming back soon, and him, Takaru, and Alan are teaming up to fight the Genma, because Alan is being less of an asshole, and Takaru's like, you know what, I'll try to be nice with you, because I have little other options otherwise. Also, we're getting Wright Brothers Genma. And there is 2 of them. Which makes me wonder, is Grim 1 person or 2 people? Because technically it's supposed to represent both of the brothers. But which one's in the icon? Or do they just swap out whenever they feel like?
Maybe that one.
What else? We're getting some more boost forms. Not that scan. That scan was literally from this week.
Houdini boost.
Yeah, Houdini boost. We're also getting... what was it? And this one. Beethoven boost and Billy boost. I assume Houdini boost is going to happen while Makoto's still in the Genma world, because Takaru also literally steals his bike and rides it.
Well, okay. Trying to find that scan. Is it just me? Or when you first look at the picture for Houdini boost, it really looks like it's Spectre instead of Ghost as base.
Oh, which picture?
More so the close-up with both of them. Mainly because of the fact of the way the Houdini boost is set up. They kind of use the same helmet. Spectre.
Yes, it did!
It's like, okay. That fits the design, I'll give it that.
But Takaru only
why?
has 1 horn. And they fixed that for the other ones. Well, if we had to put in 1 horn, we would have to literally fix it.
Yeah.
Because the helmet is literally designed to not have 1 horn.
Yeah. It's like, I get it because the helmet looks good with it. But it's like, wait. I might be fine. I might would have been fine with it if Boost had 2 horns.
But no, it has 2 horns. It's just they're lined up together into 1 horn.
Sure. We'll say that. I take it as you didn't realize that at first.
No, I completely missed that until you pointed it out, and I'm like, what? Aww.
That was the first thing I saw. It's like, wait, why does Spectre have a different color with Houdini? And then I flip to the next one. Oh, okay. Makes more sense now. Wait, why?
Also, we got our first look at Deep Spectre.
Yeah.
And all of its silver, blue, purple ass glory with its repaint sunglass slasher, because this is pretty much his boost form. So we're just gonna give him the sunglass slasher and just shh, don't ask questions.
Honestly, I like it more than I can say about Grateful as a whole, because even the whole thing fits the same kind of color scheme.
Yeah.
There's not anything on Deep Spectre that just stands out like Grateful.
Well, technically, this is only Deep Spectre 1. We have not seen Deep Spectre 2. Because this is just the quiet form. We have not seen the angered form.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Deep Spectre has 2 different forms.
Ooh.
Yeah. I believe we're getting that next month in the scans. So we're not quite done with Deep Spectre in terms of what we're going to be seeing out of it. Yeah, this is only Form 1 of Deep Spectre. We'll be seeing the angry Deep Spectre next month. I assume alongside Ghost Mugen, potentially. Or at least our first tease to Ghost Mugen. But yeah, Deep Spectre looks good. It's still funny that he gets the fucking hand-me-down sunglass slasher, but you know what? He owns it.
Yeah,
and I love
Of course, I guess, though, if they gave him a different weapon, then questions could be brought up on that one, too. Because we know Grateful didn't really get its own weapon.
Nah, it just uses every other weapon. And also can just literally just summon the heroes to fight for him. Or fight with him.
Yeah, like, that's Grateful's thing, is being able to summon the other heroes.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing else for Deep Spectre. Although I do love the context for this fight, this debut fight for it. It's just Spectre going, I want to test out this fancy new icon. Click. That is the context for the fight, folks. He's literally like, I'm going to test out my new icon. Let's see how many of you are still standing. And I'm like, you know what? That fits Makoto.
Yeah.
That fits him where he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna use this now.
Yep.
Oh, and I thought it was potentially implied that Genma Makoto's fighting in these scans was the sister, but it's not. That's Javille again. Or wait, no, that's Aaron. Because if you look at the picture of all the villain cast members, you notice there's a picture next to Aaron of a Genma we haven't seen, and that's the Genma that's standing there in this big ass fight against Deep Spectre. So for once, Javille doesn't get to blow up in order to sell a new form. No, Aaron gets to blow up to sell a new form. If he doesn't blow up, I'll be honestly surprised. But yeah, that's pretty much the scans. There's a little bit of stuff about the 15 protective gods of the Genma world, which are those 15 slabs in the Genma world. And I think Aaron gets powered up by the one that powered up Jabel when Grateful debuted. But that's pretty much it. Zootro's side has a neat little thing where it's like, oh, by the way, you remember that? Remember Kaiza from Fives? That asshole? Well, he's the bird Zooman in Zoodra. He's the one that saved Red. He's the one that gave him the power to become Zuo Eagle, and he's showing up this month. We're not going to say what the deal with him is yet, but everyone's thinking he's Zuo the World. And I have to think he is at this point because I'm pretty sure he was the one who took the last champion's symbol they need. I'm pretty sure. Like, if it's not him, I'm honestly surprised. But anyway, that's all the ghost scans for this from that came out, and a little bit of the Zootro's scans. There wasn't much else besides, hey, this is what's upcoming. We're not teasing Zuo, not a Wild Zuo King just yet. Although you can essentially make the toy for it now, and it looks like garbage. Oh, it looks like garbage. I assume the suit will look better. But, so, what have you been watching this past week, Tommy?
Besides catching up on Arc 5 and the stuff that the Super Beard Bros put out, not really anything.
They put out anything interesting? I saw they put out stuff for Clash of Kings, and I'm like, I so don't care.
I tried. I literally tried to watch the first one. When I proceed to be doing other stuff besides watch the video, that's when I'm like, okay, yep, not gonna do it. It's like if I can't be interested in one, the game, or two, the commentary, then yeah, I'm kind of gone.
Do they even have a good experience with the game?
I don't know. I would think they would, but it's a mobile game, and you know those are kind of hit and miss sometimes.
Yeah. Insert every comment I've had about Record Keeper for the last few weeks. At least Avengers Alliance 2 came out a couple days ago, and I'm like, I like this game because it at least makes me think about the moves I need to make in this 3v3 tactical or 3v3 old school RPG setup. So yeah, Avengers Alliance 2 at least makes me want to actually play a game. Record Keeper makes me go, all right, is it time for me to hit the auto button? All right, hit the auto button. Now do something else. Oh, that level's complete. Next. Auto button. That's the most interaction that game gets out of me. Unless it's a boss, then I'm like, pour everything on him! Shoot everything! Drop all the limit bricks! All the soul bricks! All the everything! Well, guess that goes to me then. I'm gonna leave the special thing for last. So, caught up on Revels all the way to the finale. To quote both Nash and Sonic Av on Twitter, well shit. Just well shit. we in for season 3, I tell you what. If we get a season 3. I pray to God we get a season 3. Also, when you catch up, there's a 5-second blink and you can potentially miss this thing about the ending that I'm not sure where they're going with. Let's just say it involves the fight we all knew was coming at the end of the season. And the conclusion of said fight, which we don't see. And how this 5 seconds plays into the conclusion of that fight we don't see. Yeah, finally caught back up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which has been pretty much what you expect it to be. Arc 5 being really good. Setting up for that 1-hour special this weekend. Can't wait! That 1-hour special is going to be really good. And, yeah. And that's pretty much it. So, Batman vs. Superman.
Oh god.
I went and watched it last weekend with the family because they came up and were like, hey, you didn't come home this past week. Come home this weekend like you wanted to. So we're going to come up here. We're going to go watch it at one of the local theaters here. So we did. Fuck, that is a mess of a movie. I'm still trying to figure out just how to describe how I feel about this movie. Because I'm not sure how to describe it. Because I'll be upfront. I did not expect this to be a good movie coming in. Because I saw Man of Steel when it came out. It wasn't good. It was boring a lot of the time, bad a lot of the other times, and maybe meh some of the times. It's a very mixed bag of a movie. And then we have Batman vs. Superman, which is trying really hard to set up everything that needs to come after it. And oh boy, does it jam a whole bunch of shit in this movie for no fucking reason. Hang on. We have to have a nightmare sequence with Batman so that we can tease Darkseid for the Justice League movie. But we also need Barry to come back in time to warn Bruce about something that's irrelevant in this movie. But they don't treat it like it's irrelevant in this movie. They treat it like it's relevant in the movie, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't do it. So what the fuck was the point of that? Literally, what the fuck was the point of that? What he says has nothing to do with this movie. At all. Whatsoever. Literally. It has everything to do with what comes after this movie, but why the fuck is it in here? And then you get to the ending, which, by the way, if you want me to warn you on spoilers, okay, spoilers for Batman vs. Superman. Superman dies at the end of the movie. Yep, they do the death of Superman, and they cop out of it at the last second by going, oh, Superman's gonna be revived! And I'm like, fuck you guys. Just fuck. Really? You're gonna do the death of Superman now? Now. Really? And you fucking force it, too. Because you don't want to know how Superman dies in this movie? He dies because he takes the kryptonite spear that Batman made. Yes, Batman made a kryptonite spear because he really wanted to kill Superman in this movie until Superman said Martha in reference to his mom, and that freaked out Batman for some reason and made him go, why'd you say Martha? And then somehow, some way, that leads to them not wanting to kill each other anymore. It's as stupid as it sounds, folks. Trust me. It really is. Anyway. So, Superman has this kryptonite spear, which, for those who don't know, kryptonite kind of kills Superman. So he's got the spear, and he has to jam it into Doomsday. By the way, Doomsday's in this movie, folks, in case you haven't seen the fucking trailer. That spoils the shit out of that. Doomsday's here, and, he's made out of Zod's body. So, he's got Kryptonian DNA in him, so he's susceptible to kryptonite. So Superman has to shove the spear into him to kill him. Well, instead of handing it to, the fucking Amazon warrior who can fucking probably fling this motherfucker into him from a mile away, or, just jam the sumbitch into him and not have to worry about dying from it. No, he goes flying in it with himself, jams it in there, and then Doomsday goes, oh, Wonder Woman cut off my hand, and now I have this big old pointy bone thing out of my wrist. I'm gonna jam it into your chest. And then we spend 5 minutes of them jamming the things deeper into each other before they both die. So yes, they forced the death of Superman for no fucking reason. Just like they forced the death of Zod in the last movie. Yeah, there's some really stupid shit in this movie. But there's some good things. Ben Affleck's good as Batman. For as kind of crazy as Batman is in this movie, because he's like, guns? Let's use guns. Let's just fling around this car. Like, nobody's in it, right? And just drop this car on this other car, and all those people might be dead, but I didn't kill them. The car killed them. He literally just literally uses the gun someone else is holding to shoot people. Literally. That's not what Batman does. I'm sorry, but no. Also, Superman's an idiot. Batman's also an idiot when it comes to Lex Luthor, and just there's so much stupid in this movie. It's kind of ridiculous at times. I mean, it looks nice, and you know what? We've never had something like this before with Batman and Superman on screen. But you know what? It's still stupid as shit at its core, and fuck this movie. I don't outright hate this movie, but I don't honestly give a shit about this movie either. So just fuck this movie. And I hate having to hear a daily report of how much fucking money this movie has made, because I honestly don't care. You know who's also made money? Fucking Marvel. Making the fucking 20 movies they've made, making billions of dollars. Because, you know what? For as much money Batman vs. Superman may make, that will be more than Civil War when it comes out in a few months. Marvel's made more money altogether than DC will ever make with the DC Cinematic Universe at this fucking point. So, fuck you, DC. Get some better people behind your goddamn movies. So we can actually have some good fucking competition against Marvel for comic book movies. Alright. Do you have any questions? Tommy? Oh god, I put him to sleep. Ah, shit. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Did I put you to sleep with that?
No, I kind of just was dozing.
Okay. You can listen back to my rant on Batman vs. Superman and hear how stupid it is at times. Any questions from someone who might have seen the trailers?
I haven't even seen the trailers, really.
Oh. Any questions for someone who might have heard about this fucking movie?
Nope.
Okay. Honestly, don't go watch this movie. Don't. Just wait for DVD to come out. Or for it to come out on Netflix. Or on any movie channel. Or anything besides actually going to the theater and watching this. Because just don't. It's not worth it. Especially if you didn't like Man of Steel. Don't go watch this movie if you've watched Man of Steel. Oh god, you're in for a worse experience. Anyway. Let's get to what we're watching today. We're watching the F-Zero anime. I about said lap 1 and 2, but it's technically episode 1 and 2, Legendary Start and Captain Falcon, but they have their episodes titled as, or numbered as laps, so
Lap
that
1
works
and
too.
2.
Yep. So, what are you expecting?
I don't know.
Apparently this is good, from what I keep hearing.
I don't know.
I'll tell you this much. The only real thing I've seen from this anime is the actual Falcon Punch that happens in the anime, I think, at the end of the series. That's kind of epic. So that's about as much experience as I got with the show. Is that clip from the end of the show. I have no idea how we get there. Shit. You know what I forgot what we forgot to talk about before we get into the F-Zero?
Ghost.
Yes. Oops. Ghost this week.
It was an episode.
Yep, Chakaru and Alan decide to have a conversation with each other by the end of the episode. Because Chakaru worked with Zuo Eagle, and Zuo Eagle wasn't an asshole, but Chakaru didn't know him. So, you know what? I'm going to work with him. Have a conversation with him, and hope we don't actually attempt to kill each other when we're trying to actually do something.
Even though that looks like that's exactly what's going to happen next episode.
Yep! Also grateful.
And to
Grateful
be
showed up.
fair, I would kind of expect that.
Mm-hmm. Also, Grateful showed off its hero summoning ability, which, for those wondering, there is a unique sound effect for summoning all 15 heroes at the same time. You can just straight up do that.
No, I'm sure we'll see it.
I totally expect it for the solo film. That sounds like a solo film kind of thing that would happen.
Yeah, but if they burn that, then what's going to be their special form for the solo film?
It could lead into that. Although, to be honest, like the last two shows have not had that special of a movie form.
Game didn't.
Well, Drives didn't show up until the last 5 minutes of that film.
But we had Show Dead Heat.
That also showed up in the last 5 minutes of the film.
True, but we technically had two different movie exclusive forms.
True. One was a repaint, one was an actual new suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the problem with both of those is like they both showed up at the end of the movie. And Show Did Heat was a super emergency, I need this because I need to punch something form. And next was, well, I'm powered up now. Fuck you!
It wasn't next, it was special.
Oh, special, my bad. Next was the bad guy suit,
Yeah.
which might have been Edgy's Rider suit. Go back and listen to our conversation about Surprise Feature if you're curious about all that and what we think of it. I don't remember what episode it was.
I don't either.
But yeah. That was Ghost and like Zoologer. Pretty much the same thing. Like, hey, we had to team up in there randomly, and Amu being Silver Tongue Devil, just talking her way out of doing anything important, and getting fused with a minion, and kind of brainwashed, but does save the day in the end, and we're kind of back to normal. So yeah, that was Zoologer this week. Nothing really that special. And Ghost only really set up next week's episode.
Did you get to catch the new episode in the mini-series?
I saw Overtime had it up, but I didn't go looking for a download link.
I swear they wanted to set that up to give two more of them out in that one, but they didn't. They decided to go with plot instead of trying to spam forms. So I applaud them on that.
I know they spam forms for like the final hit against the villain, but that might be the next episode that Overtime hasn't subbed yet. What episode have they subbed?
5.
Is that the one with those?
Yep.
Okay, then I've seen past that episode.
Like, I give them props for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had the prime opportunity to spam a form for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they chose to go with the story that's there instead of trying to just spam forms.
Yeah. I've seen clips from 6, so I essentially know how the miniseries kind of ends, essentially. And by ends, I mean ends and then pretty much sets up, hey, Takaru now has the 45th anniversary icon that gives him Heisei Rider armor and Ichigo armor, depending on which way the icon is oriented, and that's it. Also, we do the closest thing to an all, like, Heisei Phase 2 main rider kick, plus Spectre. It's fairly cool. The clips are out there, I think, still. At least the Raw's probably out there. Anyway, back to F-Zero, now that we've had to divert and then come back. I don't know. I'm ready for anything at this point. I'm just hoping and praying this is good.
Well, I'm sure once we're done with lap 1, we'll know.
Yeah. So you queued up and ready?
Queued up. Can't guarantee the ready part, but queued up.
Alright. Well, folks, the links are down in the description below. It is YouTube links, so you ain't gotta worry about any other video player bullshit, whatnot. Just make sure closed captions are on your video. Otherwise, you do not have subtitles, so if you do not understand Japanese language, you don't know what the fuck's going on, probably. Probably. So make sure that little closed caption button is on. If it's not on for you, click a video in the playlist, click back to the video you want to watch, and it will be back on. It's a little glitch if you come to it bookmarked or to a link to it, like I did. It's weird. But anyway, we shall start up this F-Zero experience in 3, 2, 1, go. I already want to quit.
Me too.
I literally want to quit.
Yep. I can feel it.
God, Yuya's voice actor sounds terrible. And right as soon as Zuzu's name came out, I was done. By the way, folks, if you're very confused at the moment, I would double check those links down bottom. Yeah, this isn't F-Zero. We're watching the Arc 5 dub. This is gonna hurt.
I thought.
Wow, I quit sooner. We're not even at 2 minutes.
I thought I would give it a shot.
Yeah.
As far as we are in Arc 5.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm getting a Zexel vibe early.
To be fair, we've watched the superior product already.
Okay, but even without doing that, this just has that Zexel vibe.
Yeah.
Like out the gate.
God, your voice does not match you at all.
No.
Nope. Done.
No.
Done. Fuck you. By the way, we got rid of the Hitler stash, in case you're wondering. Makes him look worse.
Yeah.
That is the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger impression I've ever fucking heard in my life.
I couldn't help but laugh as soon as that started.
God. By the way, LDS is now LID. Wow. Dick. Jesus.
Wow.
Nika wasn't that much of a dick.
No. He was a bit of a jerk at times, but it was needed.
At the end of the day, he wanted Yuya to become better.
Yeah. That's why I said it was needed.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Why do I have a feeling that Yuya has none of the, things that make Yuya good in this dub?
Because he probably don't.
Oh, I'm gonna be so sick of that pun by the end of these 2 episodes. At least I think Yuzu's intact.
Yeah.
I think she's the only one that's still intact after all this bullshit. Outside of having the stupid name now.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep Yuya's name and Yusho's name. Why the fuck did you change Yuzu's name? Makes no goddamn sense. He wasn't a part of LDS. Was he?
I don't remember.
I don't think he was. No. Just no.
You know, looking at this, and like I said, I'm getting the Zexel vibe out of it hard. That's kind of making me wanting to find some Zexel subbed and see how it compares.
It's not that far off from the dub. The dub just makes all the problems worse.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Maybe at a certain point it would actually start getting to where it's not as just Are we really gonna have that every time?
What?
The whole action cards dispersed.
Oh, probably.
We kind of get that from the imagery.
Oh god, they're accentuating so much more than the sub for no reason. Hey, Hippo. You don't get used that often. Oh yeah, I forgot how dumb the English cards look because they remove everything that actually tells you what the fucking card does.
Yeah.
Well. Hi, Yoko. Wait, they kept their name? What?
Wow.
Ah! The naming makes no goddamn sense. It literally makes no goddamn sense. Okay. No, no, no! You are not giving you that catchphrase.
Wait, if they stripped everything down, how are they going to show pendulums?
I don't know.
I just thought about that.
Hi, not pendulum odd eyes. It's been a while since we've seen you. Not as good as the sub. Yuya is far more entertaining in the sub.
Yeah.
He just literally just explained his move with no flair. Oh god, stop hammering it in, we get it! Well. And Yuzu, don't you fucking start! Don't you fucking start! Yeah. Well, wow. Just lose all of the epicness of it. Well. Ugh. Still with me? Tommy? Oh, God, I think this killed him. Tommy? You good? Just done. It's done already. Not even gonna get to episode 2.
Oh, we're gonna have to.
Ow! Fuck! Excuse me, video. Can you not blow my fucking ears out? I'm trying to get you queued up. Fucking assholes.
I'm ready if you are.
Gotta get it fucking back to 0! Jesus!
It don't want to.
Nope.
Not at all.
Also, love how they removed the English names or the names on the versus screen for no reason. Even though you could totally just replace half of them at this point. Might as well. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Alright. Episode 2 of the Arc 5 dub here in 3, 2, 1, go. Dualtainer is such a stupid word.
Yeah.
Why not just say entertainment duelist? Why? It just sounds so much more legitimate and not a stupid name. Entertainment duelist. It's just as quick to say. Well, at least Odd Eyes got to keep his roar. Well, at least these recaps aren't like Zexel recaps. And that is the... Yeah, they just stripped away all of the Yugi's interesting stuff. Nope, they took it away. Fuck you. God, this opening. That sounded less shocked and more, oh, that thing. Don't no one's supposed to know what the fuck pendulum is. There are no judges. The system would have erred, just like it will in this episode later. You know, I'm reminded of something.
What?
Yuya never uses their abilities outside of this duel.
True, but there's not really a need to.
Yeah.
He's usually got a trump for anything else.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised they haven't used Time and Stargazer's abilities more in the show. It's just like, oh, we used them the first time and then we never use them again.
Wait, they kept that part of it though?
Yep.
The level 5 or higher, even though the cards stayed otherwise?
Yep.
Like, I could get it for the sub, but for the dub, they had plenty of time to know what the cards do now.
Well, the problem is, I think later on in the show, Yuya can't deal double damage to a monster because it's not level 5 or it's a lower level.
So they kind of had to keep that then.
I think. That, or I'm thinking of the Exceeds monsters where he doesn't because, why did you black out? There's no reason for him to black out.
Yeah. What?
We lost all context for him blacking out. Meanwhile, at Not the Bad Guys. Hi, Reggie. Wow, Reggie, you've lost all your subtlety. Literally.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. Did they give Shivers a fucking French accent? Oh, good God. Why? 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 Tell me why. Tell me why. That's not funny. That's not funny considering Yuzu's backstory. By the way, it's not French, it's German. My bad. Please stop calling her Zuzu. Please stop calling her Zuzu. You make me angry every time you say it. The show killed you again?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes. At least their relationship's intact.
And at least they didn't horribly break this.
Yeah. I'm still bewildered by Silver's German accent!
Yeah.
Where? Where does this come from? Why? Like, literally, the fuck why? Oh my God. And that just is nowhere near the pre-duel chant that only exists in season 1. Wait, Yuzu gets attack names? By the way, in case you're wondering, I refuse to call anybody by their American names. Literally refuse to. That's far more aggressive than usually normally is, but okay.
It still fits.
Yeah.
Except for he's gonna fuck up.
Yep. Wait, was it on Ice and Time Gazer? I don't remember. I swear it was something different.
I think it was something different. Because actually... Well, no, it might have been. Because isn't most of his other cards level 4 right now?
Probably.
Like, I think Odd Eyes is the only...
Oh, they're lower than level 4.
Like, I think Odd Eyes is the only thing that is above 4 that he has at this point.
Yeah, you're right. I have to wonder what the fucking video showed that you fucked up on. You know, looking back, these people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, did you not see that the cards were different than the normal cards?
Well, to be fair, in the dub, it's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm. Every time that name is said, my anger grows a degree. I'm waiting on somebody to comment and go, you know, why aren't you commenting on the fact that Yuzu's skirt got lengthened? I go, because I don't care. That's not the least bit of a problem in this show at this point. It still looks dumb. Like the skirt looks off because of the extra length. Not happening. Not happening. Still not happening. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Even though at this point, we didn't know the full thing with Odd Eyes being in a pendulum spot, or it could still happen.
Yep. Granted, you never uses Odd Eyes' pendulum effect.
I know. I swear.
Why? Why did you cut the commercial there? Shivers, can you just stop talking for the rest of the dub, please? Because every time you talk, I just question existence. Don't worry, continue with the show. Everything gets confusing. You Wow, jumping all the conclusions again. Poor Princey. Hey, Tatsuya, we haven't seen you in the entire fucking season. Oh my god, sure. This I I can't let it go. Well, you almost beat Rera. That's something. I also think you lasted longer, him. That
Uh. Uh.
so much of the show hurts. Wow, they made him sucker darts off the bat. Really? Those were actual darts? Hell, you could see it still piercing through! Wow. Bad editing job right there, I tell you what. So that was certainly an experience. Well, it's official. We are never watching this shit again. We have, I'll say this right now. We have to legitimately be paid to watch more of the Arc 5 dub. Just straight up. Because I'm done.
The only thing that I might try to watch another episode of is like where the show starts going to the darker side.
Like Yuto's entrance?
Yeah. Just to see how they do that.
Or Sora's revealing Shun, because they're through the entirety of the Miami Championship.
Like, I might check out one of those episodes just to see how they did that, but yeah, no. I can't.
You have fun with that.
I can't.
You have fun with that. I'm done. I'm done. We did this as a joke, and I'm just like, nope. Just nope. Just nope. Can we count the ways that this is stupid and dumb? All the stupid names, all the stupid terms, just completely removing everything that was good about Yuya's character off the bat. Let's see. Every time I use, yes, that stupid term that doesn't need to fucking exist. Shiver's fucking German accent from nowhere, which makes him sound like he's fucking 30. Like, what the? Were they basing that off the how the Japanese voice actor was? Because I don't think he was doing a German accent then. Nor is there anything German about him. Like at all. I don't understand anything anymore. So yeah, fuck the dub. Just fuck the dub. Literally go fuck the dub.
Yeah, if you want to watch Arc 5, watch the sub, not the dub.
There's twice as many episodes, and it's superior. Like, what more can I say? So yeah. Hope you enjoyed this little April Fool's joke thingy we did. It was more of a joke on us than on you at this point.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh well. We hope you enjoy our misery. Do you have anything else?
No, not really, no.
Well, if you're looking for the proper TGSR from this week, just check out later today. If our thoughts on the F-Zero anime are there, along with a repeat of the beginning of this podcast, you can probably just skip through that until we talk about F-Zero at some point.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this won't go away. We'll just put up just our reactions to all this nonsense. But yeah, next week we're back to Go Busters the Snow World. Yeah. So until then, folks, that'll do it for
Rapid Epsilon.
Pittsburgh 2448 saying, good night, everybody. Fuck this dub, and we'll see you on the next round of the Games of the Rift Tracks. Peace out.
Don't forget to check the links in the top and the bottom and the other stuff in the annotations. Also, for those on mobile, all the links are in the description below. Till next time.